Hi everyone, welcome to My Max Academy. In this video, we'll continue with the chapter Coordinate Geometry from your 10th standard CBSE Mathematics, which is chapter number 7 in your textbook. We will start with the next section, which is called as section formula in page number 163 of your textbook. Right, so we will learn about section formula in this session and the problem related to section formula. So what is section formula? Suppose if we have a line, so there is a line segment PQ, P and Q, it's a line segment, and the point P is suppose x1, y1, and our Q is suppose x2, y2, and suppose there is a point R here between P and Q, which divides the line segment PQ in the ratio m1 is to m2. So which means PR by RQ is equal to m1 by m2. So the point R divides the line segment PQ internally in the ratio m1 is to m2. We say internally because P and Q lies R lies between P and Q. Right? Your R lies between P and Q. So which means the point R divides the line segment PQ internally in the ratio m1 is to m2, which means your PR by RQ is equal to m1 by m2. m1 by m2. Then we can find the coordinate of the point R, and that is given by a formula that is called a section formula. Then the coordinate of R is given by m1 x2 plus m2 x1 by m1 plus m2, comma m1 y2 plus m2 y1 by m1 plus m2. So this will be the coordinate. This is the formula that we can use to find the coordinate of the point R. When if you know the point P, point Q, and the ratio in which R divides line segment PQ internally in the ratio m1 is to m2. If you know these x1, y1, x2, y2 and m1 and m2, then we can apply these values or substitute these values in this formula to find the coordinate of the point R. And what is R? R is the point which divides the line segment PQ internally in the ratio m1 is to m2. So this section formula can also be written in the form of another form. Suppose if you take the same PQ, it's a line segment, so P is there, Q is there, and this is x1, y1, x1, y1, this point is x2, y2. Right? P1 is x1, y1, P point is, and Q is x2, y2, and suppose R is there which divides. Suppose if we divide m1 and m2, both these two by m2, then this will become m1 by m2 and this is m2 by m2. So what we are doing, we are dividing both the ratios. Both m1 and m2 are divided by m2. Sorry, m2. m2 by m2. m2 by m2. Then this will become like this. So P will be there, Q is here, and R is this point. Suppose if we call m1 by m2 as another value k, then m2 by m2 they will get cancelled, you will get 1 ratio. This is again x1, y1, and this point is x2, y2. Then the coordinate of R is given by, right, k x2 plus x1 by k plus 1 and k y2 plus y1 by k plus 1. The same section formula can be rewritten in this form, where what is the value of k? Your k is m1 by m2. Your k is m1 by m2, where your value of k is m1 by m2. Value of k is m1 by m2. So value of k is m1 by m2, then this section formula can also be rewritten as kx2 plus x1 by k plus 1, ky2 plus y1 by k plus 1. Where what is the value of k? K is m1 by m2. Right? So both are equivalent formulas, are the same formulas. So we may even use the formula like this, or we can use like this. We can use it in any form. And suppose the third one is suppose if R is the midpoint of PQ, suppose P is there, Q is here, and P is x1 comma y1 and Q is x2 comma y2, and R is the midpoint of PQ. Suppose R is the midpoint of PQ means your R divides PQ in the ratio 1:1 because it's a midpoint, so 1:1. So but your M1 is 1, M2 is 1. Your M1 is 1, M2 is 1, or your K is 1, this is always 1. This is K:1 ratio. Here you call this ratio as K:1 or M1 is to M2. If you call M1 by M2 as K, then this ratio will become K:1 because M2 by M2 will give you 1, M1 by M2 is K. Fine. So now if R is the midpoint, of PQ, then your R coordinate is given as midpoint. Then it is M1 is 1, M2 is 1. So if you substitute M1 as 1, M2 as 1 in this, so this will become 1 into x2, which is, you can even write x1 plus x2 by 2, comma y1 plus y2 by 2. So this is called as the midpoint formula. This is it's a part of the section formula. It's called as midpoint formula. So if you know two coordinates of 2 points, then the midpoint between the line segment joining those 2 points, that is given by the point R, which is x1 plus x2 by 2, comma y1 plus y2 by 2. How this formula has come? This formula has come by substituting m1 as 1 and m2 as 1 in this equation. So if you put 1, 1, you will get x2 plus x1 by 2, the same as x1 plus x2 by 2. Again, if I put m1 as 1 and m2 as 1, because the ratio is 1:1. This is your m1, this is your m2. If you substitute m1 as 1 and m2 as 1, you get y2 plus y1 by 1 plus 1, which is 2. Right? So mostly we'll use these three formulas, but these two are the one and the same. Only thing is the value of k is taken as m1 by m2, then this formula becomes like this, and this is the formula for finding the midpoint of any 2 points of a line segment which connects any 2 points. Right? This is the midpoint of the line segment joining the 2 points. So using these formulas, we will be solving the problems in this section. So I will start with the problem number 6, example 6. So example 6 in your page number 164, it says find the coordinate of the point which divides the line segment joining the points 4, -3 and 8, 5 in the ratio 3:1 internally. 3:1 internally. So which means, let's start the diagram, rough diagram. So there is a line segment that joins the point. Suppose if you call this point as P of, suppose 4, -3, 4, -3, and your Q is 8, 5. This is Q 8, 5. I'm just taking one point as Q, another point as one point as P, one point as Q. In the ratio 3:1 internally. So R is the point. So R is somewhere here. It divides in the ratio 3:1. We have to find the coordinate of R. So we have to find the coordinate of the point which divides the line segment joining these 2 points in the ratio 3:1 internally. Internally means that R is lying between P and Q. We also have an externally case where you have a one more formula which is similar to this, which I will teach you, though it is not part of your textbook, but still I will teach you towards the end of this video. So we have this. Now we need to find the coordinate of R, right? So solution is, so what do we have by section formula? So this is called as section formula. This is called as section formula. By section formula, what we have, section formula, the point R is given by, we will not say R equal to R of, we will write that m1 x2 plus m2 x1, right? m1 x2 plus m2 x1 by m1 plus m2, comma m1 y2 plus m2 y1 by m1 plus m2. Now here we know, so this is your x1 y1, this is your m1, This is your M2. This is your X2, Y2. So this is how we should take it. Right? X1, Y1, X2, Y2. 3:1 means this is 3, this is 1. So this is M1 is to M2. Now let's substitute all these values in this formula. So R is the point which divides the line segment PQ in the ratio 3:1. Right? So R is given by M1. M1 is what? 3. M1 is 3 into X2. X2 is 8. 3 into 8 plus M2. M2 is 1 into X1. X1 is 4 by M1 plus M2. 3 plus 1. Comma. Then M1 Y2. So M1 is 3 into 5. So 3 into 5. M1 Y2. M1 is 3. Y2 is 5. Plus M2 Y1. M2 is 1 into Y1 is minus 3 by M1 plus M2. Fine. Now if you simplify this, we get R of 24 plus 4 is 28 by 4, comma, this is 15 minus 3. 15 minus 3 is 12 by 4. Right? So if you simplify this, you get 7, 3. So what is the coordinate of the point? R is 7, 3. So this point divides the line segment joining these 2 points in the ratio 3:1 internally. So the answer is point is 7, 3 is the required point. Is the required point. So what we have done, we have just taken the values and we have substituted in this section formula and we have got this point R. So the coordinate of R is 7, 3. Fine. All of you can pause the video and take the notes. I will erase this. I don't want to erase that section. Now, 7th problem. So, 7th question is, it says, in what ratio does the point P of minus 4, 6 divide the line segment joining the points A of minus 6, 10 and B of 3, minus 8? Which means what is given is, in what ratio? We have to find the ratio here. So, there is a line segment joining 2 points A and B. So, A is minus 6, 10. Then B is 3, minus 8. Now there is a point. In what ratio does the point minus 4, 6? So suppose there is a point minus 4, 6. Suppose there is a point here minus 4, 6. Now we need to find this point minus 4, 6 in what ratio it divides. Suppose if I call this point as C. This point is suppose C or P, doesn't matter. Suppose if I call this point as P. Suppose this point is P. Then we need to find in what ratio the point P, which is minus 4, 6, divides the line segment joining the point minus 6, 10 and 3, minus 8. Right? So we don't know the ratio. We'll call it as M1 is to M2. This is M1, AP is M1, PB is M2. I mean AP by PP is. So we'll say solution is, we'll say let P of minus 4, 6 divides AB internally in the ratio M1 is to M2. Is dividing in the ratio M1 is to M2. Now we have to find the value of M1 is to M2, which means we should find the value. Whenever you want to find the ratio M1 is to M2 means we should find M1 by M2. We have to find M1 by M2. So now, so this point we know, which is minus 4, 6. Now by section formula, what we have? By section formula, what we have is this point P, right, is same as the point P, which we can find using the section formula. So by section formula, what we can say, this point P is given by P of, by section formula we have, if this P divides AB in the ratio M1 is to M2, then the section formula, the point P is given by m1 x2 plus m2 x1 by m1 plus m2, comma m2 m1 y m1 y2 plus m2 y1 by m1 plus m2. So this is the point P which divides AB internally in the ratio m1 is to m2. Now this point P is same as this point P of minus 4 comma 6. Minus 4 comma 6. So this point P can be obtained using the section formula, this section formula. So which means if we apply the section formula for A and B and m1 is to m2, then we'll get this point P. Which means we'll substitute here, the point is given. We have to find the ratio. In the earlier problem, the ratio was given and we had to find the point which we found. Now in this, the point is given. The point which divides AB internally in the ratio is given. We have to find in what ratio it is divided. So now let's substitute the values. Except m1 and m2, let's substitute. So this is your x1, y1. This is x2, y2. And our m1 is m1, m2 is m2. There is no value given for m1 and m2. So now we will substitute this. That is P of m1. m1 is m1 into x2. x2 is 3 plus m2 is m2 into x1. x1 is minus 6 by m1 plus m2, comma m1 is m1, y2 is minus 8 plus m2 is m2 into y1 is 10, is 10 by m1 plus m2. That is equal to P of minus 4 comma 6. Now we can compare the x coordinate of this point with x coordinate of this, because both are one and the same point. So which means this value should be equal to minus 4. So we'll equate, or we can equate this equal to 6, any one. So we can equate the x coordinate. So equating the x coordinates, then what do we get? So this value, this 3m1 minus 6m2 by m1 plus m2 will be equal to this point, this value minus 4. This value minus 4. Now if we cross multiply and this goes here, so we get 3m1 minus 6m2 equal to minus 4 into this goes here, m1 by m2 goes here, it will become m1 plus m2 multiplication. This will go up. So now 3m1 minus 6m2 equal to minus 4m1 minus 4m2. Now we skip all the m1 to one side and m2 to other side, then you get 3m1, this will come here, it will become 4m2 equal to this 6m2 will go here, it will become plus 6m2, here it is minus 4m2. So which means 7m, sorry, this is m1, 7m1 equal to 2m2. Now if you write m1 by m2, which means I am bringing this m2 here and 7 will go here, it will become 2 by 7. 7 is coming here, it will go to the denominator. m2 comes this side, left side, it will come to the denominator. So m1 by m2 is 2 by 7. Therefore the ratio is, so m1 by m2 is 2 by 7. Therefore ratio is m1 is to m2, which is equal to 2 is to 7. What is the ratio in which it divides? We have found the ratio. The ratio is 2 is to 7, in which this P divides AB internally, and the ratio is 2 is to 7. And we will also make sure that it is correct by substituting this value in this equation. In this, when we substitute for m1 and m2 as 2 and 7 in this equation, we should get 6. We should get 6. That way we will be sure that our answer is right. Right? So we'll make sure that if we substitute m1 as 2 and m2 as 7 in this, it should match with the y coordinate. So let's find the y coordinate. So m1, let's substitute here, m1 is 2. So 2 into minus 8 plus m2 is 7. 7 into 10 by 2 plus 7. That will be equal to 16 minus 16 plus 70 by 9, which is equal to 54 by 9. And 54 by 9 is 6, which is matching with this y coordinate. Right? It's coming as 6, which is matching with this. Therefore, our answer is right. So, therefore, we can say So therefore, still we can say the same. Therefore, the ratio is 2:7, which means P divides AB internally in the ratio 2:7, right? So P divides or minus 4 comma, right, minus 4 comma 6 divides AB internally in the ratio 2:7. 2:7, that is the answer. 2:7. So this is your answer. So this point minus 4 comma 6 divides AB internally in the ratio 2:7. So we have found the value. Fine. So the same thing can also be solved using this formula, right? I'll also explain how to solve this. One more way, another method. Yes. Suppose all of you can pause the video, take the notes. I'll do the same problem with another method or this formula, wherein we can also take our section formula as P of kx2 plus x1 by k plus 1, comma ky2 plus y1 by k plus 1, that is equal to P of minus 4 comma 6. Now here we can again equate our x coordinate and try to find the value of k. If we equate these two, here we'll equate this should be equal to this, or we can equate this equal to this. One of them we'll equate the x coordinate, equating the x coordinates are abscissors as, so you get kx2 plus x1 by, okay, we'll substitute here, or we could have substituted here also, and then we could have equated, right? Let's first substitute that. So P of, if we substitute this, k x2 is 3, k into 3 plus x1 is minus 6 by k plus 1, comma ky2 is minus 8 plus y1 is 10 by k plus 1, right? K is k, y2 is minus 8. Now we have to find the value of k in this. But what is k? K is m1 by m2. If you find k, then we'll get the ratio m1 by m2, which will be that ratio. The ratio is k is to 1 now. So this is equal to P of minus 4 comma 6. Now let's equate it. Now what do we get here? If we equate the x coordinate, so equating x coordinate or x coordinates, what we get? We get, now if you equate this, you get 3k minus 6 by k plus 1 is equal to minus 4. Right, now if you multiply and try to find the value of, right, this will go here. So 3k minus 6 equal to minus 4 into k plus 1. Right, this will go, if it goes here, it will go here. Here it is 1. This into this equal to this into this. Right, the 1 will go here, which is 1 into 3k minus 6 is 3k minus 6. So you get 3k minus 6 is equal to minus 4k minus 4. And let's find k. So the 4k will come here. You get 3k plus 4k equal to 6 minus 4. Minus 6 goes here, it will become plus 6. This is minus 4. So you will get 7k is equal to 2. K is equal to 2 by 7. Right? When k is 2 by 7 and k is here, m1 is m1 by m2. Your k is what? m1 by m2. That is 2 by 7. So therefore the ratio is 2 by 7. And therefore the ratio is 2:7. 2:7. So this way also we can find the ratio. Either we can use either this formula or this formula. If you use this formula, you have to find m1 by m2. If you use this formula, you have to find k. Right? K is 2 by 7 and k is m1 by m2, which we got as 2 by 7. The ratio is 2:7. So this is another way where we can find the ratio. So we can also substitute this k is 2 by 7. You can substitute k as 2 by 7 here and you can evaluate and find that you'll get that it is equal to 6. we can do that. So if you take the y coordinate, if you substitute k as 2 by 7, so let's substitute k as 2 by 7, so this will become 2 by 7 of minus 8 plus 10 by 2 by 7 plus 1, right? If you do this, then you get, if you do the fraction addition, you get minus 16 plus 70 by 7 fraction addition by 2 plus 7 by 7. So this will become minus 54 by 7. This will become into 9 by 7 will become 7 by 9 because of this fraction division. 7 will get cancelled. Minus 54 by 9 will give you minus 6. Oh, sorry, minus 50. This is plus 54. Right? Minus 16 plus 70 is plus 54. You get 6, which will match with this y coordinate. So your y coordinate is matching. Fine. So this is another way we can find the ratio. We can use this formula to find the ratio also, or we can use this formula to find the ratio. Fine. So all of you can pause the video, take the notes. I'll go to the next example. So let me erase this. So example 8. Yes, the question is find the coordinate of the points of trisection, that is the points dividing in three equal parts of a line segment joining the points A of 2, minus 2 and B of minus 7, 4. So what the question says is there is a line segment joining the points A and B, and A coordinate is, so if we put A and this is B, and A coordinate is 2, minus 2, and the coordinate of B is 7, minus 7, 4. Now we have to find the points. We have to find the coordinate of the points of trisection of this line segment. Trisection means the points are going to cut this line segment into three pieces. We have to find all the points. It is going to cut the line segment, or it's going to divide this line segment into three equal pieces. So which means, suppose this is the first piece and this is the second piece. So which means this is point P, point Q. Now these 2 points have trisected. Trisected means it has divided AB into 3 parts. This is first part, this is second part, this is third part, and all are equal. All are equal parts. AP is equal to BP, AP is equal to PQ is equal to QB. Now we have to find what is the coordinate of P, what is the coordinate of Q. What is point P and what is point Q. And these 2 points, they trisect. So we are not finding 3 points. We are finding 2 points, because when you have 2 points on AB, then the AB is cut into 3 pieces. This is one piece, the another piece, this is another piece. AP is one piece, PQ is another piece, QB is another piece. So the line segment AB is trisected. We call it as trisected. Trisected means 3 equal pieces. Right? So now, how do you find the coordinate of point P and Q? So we'll say solution is, we'll say let P, Q be the points which trisect AB. Which trisect AB. P and Q, these 2 points, they trisect AB. Now, which means AP is equal to PQ is equal to QB. The length are same. That is the meaning of trisect. Trisect means not cutting into 3 pieces, cutting into 3 equal pieces. So now, so this will be AP. So if you take the full ratio, it will be 1, 1, 1. You will have 3 ratios. This is 1:1:1. All are same length. Now, if you observe this P, you want to find the coordinate of P. Now, if you forget about this Q, now this P is a point which divides the line segment AB internally in the ratio what? AP is to BP. What is AP? This ratio is 1. What is BP ratio? 1 plus 1. So totally 2. So which means the point P divides the line segment AB internally in the ratio 1:2. So if we take this as one ratio and this is another ratio, then P divides internally AB in the ratio 1:2 because this is 2. This is 1 plus 1, 2. And this is 1. So we'll say P divides AB internally in the ratio 1:2. How 1:2? Because all these three pieces, equal pieces, 1, 2, 3. So this P will divide your AB in the ratio 1:2 this 2. So AP is M1, BP is M2. So AP is 1, BP is 1 plus 1, which is 2. Right? That's why P divides AB in the ratio 1:2. So now what is the coordinate of P? So P is given by bisection formula. What is our section formula? Bisection formula, we have, so what we have? We have P of, section formula is M1x2 plus M2x1 by M1 plus M2, comma M1y2 plus M2y1 by M1 plus M2. So this is our section formula, which this formula is what I am writing, right? Now here this is your x1, y1, this is your x2, y2, and this is your M1, which is 1, and your M2 is 2. So this is your M1, this is your M2. Now let's substitute M1, M2, x1, y1, x2, y2, everything in this formula. We will get the coordinate of P. So P will become M1 is 1, 1 into x2, x2 is minus 7. So 1 bracket minus 1 into minus 7 plus M2 is 2 into x1 is 2 by M1 plus M2, M1 is 1, M2 is 2, comma M1 again 1 into y2, what is y2? 4 plus M2 is 2 into y1 is minus 2 by M1 plus M2, 1 plus 2. Now our aim is to find what is point P, what is point Q. So now we are finding point P, then after that we will find point Q. Now this becomes P of minus 1 into 7 is minus 7 plus 2 2s are 4 by 1 plus 1, 1 plus 2, 3, comma 4, this is minus 4, 2 2s are minus 2 into minus 2 is minus 4 by 1 plus 2 is 3. So you get P of minus 7 plus 4 is minus 3 by 3, comma 0 by 3, which means P is minus 1, comma 0. Minus 3 by 3 is minus 1 and 0 by 3 is 0. So we have found the point P, which is minus 1, comma 0. Now we need to find the point Q. Now we need to find the point Q. Now again, so if you go to Q, what we have, so I'll erase this. Now here, the point Q divides, again we can say Q divides AB internally in the ratio. What is the ratio in which Q divides AB? Q divides AB. So what is the ratio between AQ by QB? So this to this we have to find. So AQ is how much? 1 plus 1, 2 is to 1. This is 1. So Q divides AB in the ratio 2 is to 1. So this is 2. How this is 2? Because this is 1, this is 1. Totally 2. Plus this is 1. So 2 is to 1. So your M1 is 2, your M2 is 1. The length of AQ is 2, QB is 1. So the ratio is 2 is to 1. So Q divides AB internally in the ratio 2 is to 1. Now to find Q, we have to use M1 as 2, M2 as 1 in the section formula. So what is the section formula? So by section formula, we have what we have Q of, the formula is again M1x2 plus M2x1 by m1 plus m2, comma m1 y2 plus m2 y1 by m1 plus m2. Right, so now let's substitute all the values. So q of m1 is 2 into x2, x2 is minus 7, right? So minus 7 plus m2 is 1 into x1 is 2 by m1 plus m2, m1 is 2, m2 is 1, so 2 plus 1, substituting in all these in this formula, comma m1 is 2, y2 is 4, plus m2 is 1 into y1 is minus 2 by m1 plus m2, so 2 plus 1, sorry, this is 1, right? M1 is 2, y2 is 4 plus m2 is 1 into y1 is minus 2 by m plus 1, close. So that becomes q of minus 2, sorry, 2 into minus 7 is minus 14 plus 2 by 2 plus 1 is 3, comma 8 minus 2, 2 4s are 8, 2 1s are 2 into minus 2 is minus 2 by 3. So what do we get? We get q of, this becomes minus 12 by 3, comma this is 6 by 3. So this gives you q of, the coordinate q of minus 4, because 12 by 3 is 4, so minus 4 comma 2. So your point q is minus 4 comma 2. So we have found the point p minus 1 comma 0, point q is minus 4 comma 2. So these are the 2 points which will trisect your line segment AB. If they will trisect the line segment AB, which means they will cut into 3 pieces. Fine. So all of you can pause the video and take the notes. I'll go to the next problem, which is problem number 9. Fine. Okay. So the ninth problem, what it says is, find the ratio in which the y-axis divides the line segment joining the points 5 comma minus 6 and minus 1 comma 4, and also the find the point of intersection. Also find the point of intersection. So what it says is, we have to find in what ratio y-axis will divide the line segment joining these 2 points. So there are 2 points. A, there is a point B, right? And the A coordinate is 5 comma minus 6, and coordinate of B is given in the book as minus 1 comma minus 4. Sorry, minus 1 comma minus 4. Now we have to find the point, or we have to find the ratio in which y-axis. Find the ratio in which, the question is, find the ratio in which y-axis divides the line segment joining these 2 points. So suppose the y-axis is like this. This is your y-axis. And this is the point it is cutting here. Suppose this point is P. We have to find what ratio this y-axis, this is your y-axis, suppose, is dividing the line segment AB internally in what ratio, which means we have to find this and this. So let's take this as M1 and M2. So AP is M1, PB is M2. And we have to find the ratio. Which means we have to find what is the value of M1 is to M2, which means we have to find M1 by M2. What is the value of M1 by M2? Now again, this point P, it lays on y-axis. Any point on the y-axis, its x-coordinate will be 0. Any point that is on the y-axis, its x-coordinate will be 0. So your point P will be what? Some 0 comma some y. So we'll say, I'll write the solution here. Solution is, we'll say let P of any point on the y-axis is its x-coordinate will be 0, y-coordinate is some y. Now we have to find the ratio at which, we have to find the ratio in which the y-axis divides the line segment joining these 2 points. Also we should find what is the coordinate of P. What is the coordinate? So we have to find the ratio M1 and M1 is to M2. Also we should find what is point P. So point P lies on y-axis. So let P of 0 comma be the point on y-axis which divides AB in the internally in the ratio M1 is to M2. In the ratio M1 is to M2. Why the point P is 0 comma y? Because it lies on y-axis. Any point on the y-axis, its x coordinate will be always 0. And y coordinate is something which we don't know, we are calling it as y. Right? So the ratio in which it divides is M1 is to M2. Now let's write the section formula. By section formula, we can find the P point. So by section formula, what we get? By section formula, what we have, the P is given by the formula M1x2 plus M2x1 by M1 plus M2, comma M2y1 plus M1y2 plus M2y1 by M1 plus M2. So this is your section formula, and this is same as this point P, and point P is what? 0 comma y. So this point I can even put 0 comma y because it is on the y-axis, so its coordinate will be always 0, right? So this is P of 0 comma y. Now let's substitute the values. So here what values we know? We know only x1, y1. So this is x1, y1. This is x2, y2. We know only these. Let's substitute x1, y1 in this formula. So your P of M1 we don't know. That's what we are finding. X2 is minus 1 plus M2 we don't know. X1 is 5. X1 is 5. Right? That's the point, right? Minus 4, 5, minus 6. Correct. By M1 plus M2, comma M1 into our y2 is minus 4 plus M2 we don't know into y1 is minus 6. Fine. Now by M1 plus M2, and this is equal to P of 0 comma y. Now we can equate the x coordinate because we can't equate this and this because we don't know y. But we know this is 0, so we can equate this and this. This equal to 0. Because this is the x coordinate here, this is the x coordinate here. So equating the x coordinate, we get what we'll get if we equate the x coordinate. We'll get M1 into minus 1 is minus M1 plus 5 into M2 is 5M2 by M1 plus M2 by M1 plus M2 equal to 0. This is equal to 0. Now this will go here. So you will get minus M1 plus 5M2 equal to this into 0. So 0 into this whole thing, M1 plus M2. That will anyway become 0. So we have minus M1 plus 5M2 equal to 0. Now we can take this M1 to this side or M2 to this side, doesn't matter. So we'll take M2 to this side. So minus M1 equal to minus 5M2. Minus M1 will become, this 5M2 goes to the other side, it will become minus 5M2. So if we continue, we get M1 minus M1 equal to minus 5M2. So which means minus M1 by minus M2 will bring this minus M2 down. So minus M2 will be, or we can write it as, we can take M1 by M2 equal to, this is minus 5 by this minus, this is what means minus 1. Minus 1 will go down. So you'll get M1 by M2 equal to 5. 5 by 1. 5 by 1, which means the ratio is 5:1. Therefore, the ratio is 5:1. Therefore, the ratio is 5:1 because M1 by M2 is 5 by 1. So, therefore, the ratio is 5:1. So, the ratio in which y-axis divides AB is in the ratio 5:1. Now we have to find the point P. So what is P? We have to find the point P, which means we should find the y coordinate. So finding the ratio is one part. The second part is finding the point. Now let's take this. We have to equate these two. Now to find y coordinate. To find y coordinate. How do you find the y coordinate? Let's take this one. This one. We'll equate this to y. So which means minus 4 into m1 minus 4m1 minus 6 into m2 minus 6m2 by m1 plus m2 that is equal to y. That is y. And we need to find y. Now let's substitute our m1, m2. This is m1, this is m2. Let's substitute m1 as 5. So you get 4 into m1 is 5 minus 6 into m2 is 1 by m1 plus m2, 5 plus 1. That is your y coordinate. So we get 20 minus 6 is minus 20 minus 6 by 6. That is your y coordinate. So minus 26 by 6, that is equal to y. So if you cancel this, you will get y is equal to minus 13 by 3. Y is equal to minus 13 by 3. So we have found the y coordinate. So therefore the point is, point P is 0 comma minus 13 by 3. What is the point P? P is 0 comma y. So this 0 is 0. Y is what? Minus 13 by 3. So we are substituting here. So that is the required point. That is the point where your y-axis intersects the line AB. That is the point of intersection of, so where AB and y will meet, y-axis will meet at this point. So P of this is the point of intersection. Is the point of intersection. Intersection of y-axis with AB. That is the point of intersection of y-axis with AB. Fine. So all of you can pause the video and take the notes. I will go to the next problem, which is problem number 10. So problem number 10 is, if the points A, B, C, D are the vertices of a parallelogram taken in order, find the value of P. So there is a parallelogram, 4 points form a parallelogram. This is a parallelogram. This is point A, B, C and D. You always write it in cyclic. A, B, then C should be written here, not here. If you write A, B, C and D, gone. It's not right. But always take it in cyclic. I'll take A, B, C, D. You can start with any point. If I start with A, I can write B, C, D, or I can go like this. A, B, then C should be here, then D. Now what is A? A is given as 6, 1. And B is given as 8, 2. And the point C is given as 9, 4. And the point D is given as P, 3. P, 3. And we have to find this P. What is the value of small p? P, 3. This is your point D. This is your point D. Now we should find the value of P. Now it's a parallelogram. Now we can use one of the properties of parallelogram. Now what it says is, one of the properties of parallelogram is diagonals bisect each other. Diagonals bisect each other, which means if I join A and C, if I join B and D, right? They both at intersect the point. If this point is called O, then the diagonals bisect each other, which means your AO is equal to OC and your OB is equal to OD, which means O is the midpoint of AC and O is the midpoint of BD as well. That is one of the properties of parallelogram. Diagonals bisect each other. Diagonals bisect each other means the midpoint of the diagonal AC is same as midpoint of the diagonal BD. Here AC and BD are the diagonals. So we'll use that property. And then since the midpoints are equal and we know the midpoint formula, we can use the midpoint formula and we can find the value of P. Now the solution is, we'll use the property ABCD is a parallelogram that is given. So therefore, diagonals bisect each other. Diagonals of a parallelogram, diagonals bisect each other. Which means the diagonals bisect each other means what? Midpoint of AC is equal to midpoint of BD. And what is the midpoint formula? Let's write the midpoint formula. So what is our midpoint formula? Right? Our midpoint formula is, I'll write it here. So midpoint formula, I'll write it here. So I'll write it here. So midpoint is midpoint formula, which comes out of section formula is, what is the midpoint formula? That is x1 plus x2 by 2 comma y1 plus y2 by 2. So this is your midpoint formula. If you want to find the midpoint of any 2 points, this is the formula. Now let's find the midpoint of AC. Midpoint of AC is O, right? So we'll take this as x1 y1 and this as x2 y2. Now we can find the point O, right? So midpoint, we'll call it as O, right? So midpoint is, what is the midpoint? So that is midpoint of AC, that is O of, we have to apply the midpoint formula to find the point O. Since O is the midpoint, we can find this point using the midpoint formula, which is x1 plus x2 by 2 and y1 plus y2 by 2 is O point. So x1 plus x2 by 2 comma y1 plus y2 by 2. Right? Or I can write one more step here. We can say midpoint of AC here. So midpoint of AC is given by O of x1 plus x2 by 2. So if you take this as x1, x1 is 6, x2 is 9. So 6 plus 9 by 2, because this is a midpoint formula, plus y1 plus y2. y1 is 1, this is 4. y1 is 1 plus y2 is 4 by 2. And that we get it as O of, this is not 0, this is O, this is point O. O of 15 by 2 comma 5 by 2. This is your midpoint of AC. Now let's find midpoint of BD. Midpoint of BD. We find the midpoint of BD. That is also O of, if I take this as x1 y1 and this as x2 y2, then we are applying the midpoint formula for these two to get the point, and that will be the same point as this point. So now what, if you apply this, what do you get? x1 plus x2. x1 is 8, x2 is p. We are applying this midpoint formula. So you'll get x1 is 8 plus x2, that is p, by 2 comma y1 is x1 y1, sorry, y1 is 2, y2 is 3. So 2 plus 3 by 2. So you get Q of 8, sorry, O of 8 plus p by 2 comma this is 5 by 2. Now both these points are equal because midpoint of AC is this, midpoint of BD is this. So both are equal because midpoint of AC equal to midpoint of BD because diagonals bisect each other, because it's a parallelogram. So if we equate the midpoints, so which means O of 15 by 12 comma 5 by 12 is equal to O of 8 plus p by 2 comma 5 by 2. Right? So this is 8. So O of 8. Now if we equate the x coordinate, this and this, so which means we get 15 by 2 equal to 8 plus p by 2. So don't think this as 0, it is O. I could have used the letter E also. Suppose if O is confusing, we can make it as E also. We'll put E. Then this will become E of, then E of, then E of, then E of. Otherwise you may think that this 0 and you may get confused. So I'm changing O to E. Right? Now if you compare these two, what do we get? We get now this 2 will get cancelled. You'll get 8 plus p equal to 15. P is equal to 15 minus 8. So p is 7. What is the value of p? P is 7. So we have found the value of p. Right? So we have used the properties, one of the properties of parallelogram, that is diagonal bisect each other. Right? I am taking this point as E, not as O, because O you may think as 0. You may get confused. You may think that I am multiplying 0 with this. I mean, we can't multiply number with the point. So anyway, so all of you can pause the video and take the notes, and the answer is P is equal to 7. And all of you can pause the video and take the notes. I will stop this video here. You can watch my next video for the continuation of this. Thank you for watching. See you all in the next video. Thank you.